Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's presentation. We have a special one today because I want to introduce you on a brand new feature on this channel, which is called the subscribe button. If you scroll a little bit down, you would see a red button that was not there, and it was not noticed by you ladies and gentlemen before, but now it is there. If you go ahead and hit that, it will give you some crazy benefits when it comes to this channel. Number one, you can watch every single new video every time that it drops on this channel. Yo, it's your boy Brancone here, back with a new video. And today I want to talk about the Apple event that happened on the 8th of March. By the time you're watching this video, a few days would have been passed, but for me it was yesterday. And a few things were dropped on that, were announced on that event, like the brand new colorway for the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pro Max, the solid green for the Pro, and the Alpine green for the Pro Max. I wonder where they got. A new iPhone special has been announced with nothing special about it. Basically the same model. The iPhone 8 platform just slapped the brand new A15 chip on it, which gives it some new features, made it 5G, buffed the price from the previous one, and they said, yeah, you can have that right now. But we're not here to talk about that. A brand new iPad Air, that one is a bit exciting because they put the M1 chip in it, which is crazy fast for a device that small. It's crazy powerful to have a small iPad with that much power in it, because what are you going to do with it? I don't know. And basically that's their cheapest version. And we all know when Apple does something like this, they basically take their latest chips and slaps it on their fucking cheap models. We know what's going to happen by September, when, I don't know, maybe the iPhone 14 comes out. We all know that there is going to be maybe an A16 chip, an M2 Ultra. Who knows? Maybe an M1, or maybe, who knows? Maybe a brand new chip, because Apple works on exclusivity. And if everyone who's buying Apple products, cheap or expensive, have the same thing, we all know that some changes are going to be happening in the near future. But in this event, basically Apple took their chips, the A15 and the M1, and slapped it on all of their devices and said, you know what, here is that, before some new things come out, so you can have these ones, and that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. But also they come with a price. The price is a bit beefed up, but understandable. They again, with the environment shit, recyclable aluminum and all of that shit, that's good. We like that. We like nature, and we want to take care of nature, because if we take care of nature, nature is going to take care of us humans. So yeah, appreciate that, Apple. But the thing that got my attention the most is their brand new iMac, which they are calling the iMac Studio. I mean, that shit was designed for fucking creators like me and so many people like myself. It was not designed for somebody to have it on their desktop to watch YouTube videos. You know what I mean? It was designed for creators. I mean, it's in the name. It's iMac Studio. You're supposed to put that in a studio where a lot of shit gets done. And that's the purpose behind it. Because that shit is crazy powerful. That shit is crazy fast. And that shit is crazy strong. Plus, it has the latest M1 chip on it, the M1 Max, and their brand new chip, the M1 Ultra. And if we want to talk about the M1 Ultra right now, that shit is crazy, because the M1 Ultra is two M1 Max chips fused together to make one single unit, one single chip. If you want to talk about numbers, Let me blow your fucking mind. Let me just read this shit to you. I'm talking about 2.5 terabytes per second of memory bandwidth, 800 gigs per second for the whole thing combined, 128 or 64 gigabytes of unified memory. That shit, bruv, 128, 64 to 128 gigabytes unified memory. It has 20 core CPU, 48 core or 64 core GPU. That shit is crazy. I'm saying they can compete with the big dogs right now. With all those numbers, ladies and gentlemen, you can happily say that shit is power. And on top of all of that, you can slap their brand new studio display, 7 inches of 5K greatness. I'm talking about great resolution. An A13, the previous chip, an A13 chip, just so it's not, it can process colors and has fast processing. So that TV is not slow. That's basically what LG did like 5 to 6 years ago, but way better. A 12 megapixel webcam on the new screen with center stage option. So basically, whatever you do, you will always be in the center of the screen. So if somebody, for example, if somebody joins me right now, it would automatically center us, makes us the center of the screen. If somebody joins on this side, it will do the same. Basically, you will always be on frame. Plus, it has built-in microphones, noise canceling microphones. It has a 6-speaker setup and a triple mic array. But there is always a downside to it, because technology is made for the average man. But when you look at these prices, this technology was not meant for the average person. It was meant for creative people, for people who are actually going to make money from this. You know what I mean? It was not meant to be to have video games played on it. It was not meant to be like, for example, sitting on the desktop all day not doing anything. It was meant to be pushed to its limit. You can run 50,000 fucking softwares on this shit and it would not fucking crash or do anything. You want to render a video in a split second, not a split second, but it's fast. It's fast. You want to process images. Basically, you're a photographer and you want to process images and you want to work on those images. You can do that fast. You want to do an animation. You want to create a 3D model. You can do that because it gives you the possibility to do that, because it was created for that purpose. When they created this this Imac, it was created for such purpose and to handle such rigorous tasks. You know what I mean? Like such fucking high density task. Plus, it consumes a lot more power than the regular PCs that you see. That's what they said, at least. When they showed that, it looked kind of like, some titties with nipples on them with the fan on it. But they said it fucking consumes a lot more powers. But back to the prices, as I said, the whole thing decked out, like the whole thing, like the 8, I guess it goes up to 8 terabytes of storage and all of that. The whole thing decked out. It starts at a price of $4,000, which is not crazy considering the features that it has. But when you buff it up and you get it all rounded up, like the whole thing, the whole 8 miles, that shit is going to accumulate to $8,000. And if you want to use their monitor, that shit is going to cost you $2,000 more. So the whole thing, the whole setup with the screen and the iMac is going to cost you roughly over $10,000. And that shit is not light. That shit is not light. Unless you're making that type of money from the shit that you're creating, the average person is not going to be able to afford that. That was the most exciting thing that happened on this, this event, and I'm excited to see the reviews on that PC. I keep saying PC, on that iMac. Anything else I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in an iPad. I'm not interested in a phone, in a special edition iPhone with nothing special about it. I'm not interested in a green colorway. But I am interested in an M1 chip Ultra, again, with the naming. Crazy ideas. I don't know where they got that from too, but we let it slide. We see you, Apple. The chip, the iMac, what else? Yeah, that was it. The monitor. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. And I would like you guys to leave your opinions down below because. And before I go, I want to say one thing. Whatever you do, Apple, whatever you do not sell that shit in fucking Russia or any place with crazy hackers, because if that shit falls in the wrong hands, yeah, it's over for us. It's over for everyone, bro. Because that shit can hack anything without even breaking a sweat. Be careful, because that shit might develop a mind of its own and kill us all. Terminator shit. Other than that, great job, Apple. Anything else? Predictable. But, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you had the money for it, would you go ahead and buy it? Would you go ahead and consider buying it? If you don't, let me know why. It would be much appreciated. I appreciate you. Subscribe to my channel again, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.